Working with tab stops is tricky. First, you have to make sure that you choose the right type of tab stop, that you drag it to the right place on the ruler, and then enter the tab to move things over. This tab stop business is very important for letters and others strictly word process documents because the emphasis should be on typing, not an over amount on formatting. Anyway, to demonstrate this, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fix the tab stop. The person who did this with good intention, but we're going to fix it as it's a common error. Anyway, I'm going to go up to October 27th. You'll see my cursor there. And what I'm going to do is I've got the special characters on. If you haven't realized by now, having the special characters on while you're editing and doing stuff is crucial important. So you can see when paragraphs begin or end, and you can see hidden characters like tabs that you've entered. So here we've got one too many tabs, so I'm going to put my cursor in front of the tab being designated by this little arrow. I'm going to hit enter. There we go. Now we've got a tab, one single tab there. I'm going to go down there and do that for my other locations down here. One too many, click. Backspace, put my cursor in there, backspace, backspace, and life is good. Looks really ugly, Carrie, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. Next, when I go back to this original line, I'm going to take a look at this tab stop. Now you'll notice it's got a line drawn horizontal, and then in the middle, a vertical line. That means it's center. That little dot, I don't know, means it's a special type of center. It calls it a decimal tab for working with numbers. We don't need that. So to get rid of it, we're going to click on it, hold, click and hold, and we're going to drag down. And now it is no longer on that line. By the way, the default tab is 1/2 an inch. It will do that regardless if you set the tab stops or not. So actually, when we're setting the tab stops, we're replacing the default tab stop up to that point. So then I'm going to go over here to this area that shows the type of tab that I have. We can see it's a left tab. For the purpose of illustration, I'm going to click through. That's a left tab. That's a center tab. That's a right tab. That's a decimal tab, which you'll probably never use. That one I'm not even sure. That's to change it over to indenting and all the different types there. But we want to go back to the left tab. What the left, the right, and the center means is that when you tab it there, it will align it based on which one you've chosen. So I'm just going to go through back, make sure I've got the left tab selected, not click anymore, and then I'm going to go over to the spot where I need it to be, which I believe in this case is at 3 1/4. I click there. Notice now that that first tab jumps right to 3 1/4. There's nothing else I have to do. Then I'm going to go back down to here that also needs to be at 3 1/4. I highlight, I see some ones that I need to drag. I'm going to drag that center tab off. Everything's back over far to the left. I still got my left tab on. I'm going to go to 3 1/4. Click, and there we are. And life is good. By the way, I said 3 1/4 and put it in 3 1/2. So one of the other modifications is I can click and drag it back to 3 1/4. And that's everything you need to know to be able to fix tab stops.